Figuring some new things out with this, with the live format using StreamYard. And I just looked at something up here. Oh, I'm going, what's behind this deal there? Okay, guys, welcome to the live. For those of you who come later, as I'm anticipating many will, and I appreciate those who see this and go, oh, I got to make it to Phil's live. I mean, thank you, but lives are one of those things where, gosh, if you can show up, if you like the topic, participate, whatever, that's fantastic. I jumped on two this week that just, I don't know how it is, but I get notified on my phone that so and so is going live. Rhonda was one earlier, um, and I said, oh, I'll jump on and say hi. But I am not going to have a 15-minute intro or just ramble for this live. I actually have a purpose for this one that I hope I'll be able to use. Making sure I got my audio on, but making sure I'm going to use for a future video. Uh, the next video, which will be out within hopefully a couple days, is about all of the YouTube creators, particularly the, let's say, the 50 and older crowd that have retired and are talking to a percent, maybe 10% of the retiree or retired population, maybe only, 10 to 15%. And those are the people that have the nest eggs. Those are the people that have the investments. Those are the people that are, trying to hold on to their assets. And I find myself watching it quite a bit, interested. And then, I realize that's not me. And I'm going to be addressing that in my next video. And also maybe some of you also that are having to stretch it in retirement. Today, though, or tonight, can YouTube make a difference in retirement? You know how the algorithm feeds you in your community feed things you might be interested in. One of the things it obviously knows I'm interested in, I guess, is all of these new YouTubers that are, let's say, 50 plus or even 40 plus. Some that are doing it for legacy solely, or just to document stories or for themselves, or also to make some money to supplement their income, or some are hoping to make a full-time income. And that's always interesting to me. I ran across two or three I'd never seen before. I thought I'd seen all of yous, but I haven't even seen. I've just scratched the surface of those of you who are 60 or even 70, 8 years of age, brand new, that just sat down, overcame your fears, your doubts, and posted your first video, and then, to your surprise, continued. And some of you here's two camps here. There's some of you that got monetized on the first video, or within, let's say, your first 5 or 10 videos, or first 1 to 3 months. Others that got monetized, say, within the first year. And the majority of people who have yet to make a dime, not monetized, don't have the subscribers, and are still only getting 10, 20, 30, 40 views per video, but you keep going. I really admire those people, and I want to encourage them. That, by the way, is kind of the direction I'll be going with the school group, SKOOL. And there's a link I put in the description, I think it was, for this live. Stop by there and just check it out. Matter of fact, let's do this real quick, and then we'll get to the video I have to share with you tonight. And it's 1 minute video, 1 minute, 20 some second video. And we have been visited by the $1,000. Have you ever seen what a $1,000 kitten looks like? Sweet pea. This is a $1,000 kitten. And she only wants to be on my lap when I'm talking to you guys on the computer. because I was going to do a share anyways. Let me get that set up. I'm going to share my screen right now, and we'll do this one right here. This is the school group I'm talking about, and I just want to encourage those that particularly that are new in YouTube, have a YouTube channel, maybe experienced in YouTube, especially if you're older or even if you're younger and you want to join this group here. It would be great because we'll be talking about, retirement and talking about our YouTube channels as well and what's working, what hasn't been working. All right, I should be back now with this. Yes. You see here. I didn't know what that looked like, but anyway. All right, let's I'm timing myself. All right, I got one more minute before I hit my goal of sharing the video I'd like to share with you guys. And again, one thing I do like about the lives is this is recorded. It just show up under the live tab on the What's Up Boomer channel, YouTube channel, and where you can see it, view it again in at your own leisure. I guess the answer to the question is yes, YouTube can make a difference. How much of a difference is a big question. And that leads me to another thing I wanted to mention tonight is people have gotten, as myself, monetized, then they all do these videos that say, how much am I making now on YouTube monetized? And they share the first check, 80 cents, $2.40, $10, $40, maybe a couple $100, and then it drops off. This is the reality of being a creator on YouTube. So let me see how this is gonna. Alan, hey, this is, you know what, Life of Alan, you're in Taiwan. Well, there it is. I watch your channel. It's kind of funny, the secret people you that you'd be surprised, a lot of y'all, as to how many channels I watch on a weekly basis, if not even a daily. But I got monetized because of all the subscribers I got from my Taiwan. I remember that audience from my videos I've done while traveling there. Yeah, the problem is that that's hard to keep that going since I live there now. So yeah, I think you just moved there as I follow the story. Let me just tell you what I've experienced with that is the problem of keeping keeping it going. I don't know if I want to, I know a Painter Pops, Larry, he's doing it. And I see all of them a lot of times, they're struggling with ideas when they've covered their main stuff. And then they say, hey, leave a comment of some things you want to see me cover. Nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, it's a good way to maybe expand some knowledge of ideas. And some of the best ideas are definitely going to be from our viewers. I've yet to run out of ideas of the things I want to do. I don't necessarily want to that's the thing, guys. I don't want to talk about YouTube really on my channel. I will talk about on lives. And I want to, like my next, I'll be talking more about retirement things. I'll be doing maybe some activities, event, and just kind of like, I'd like to do more creative stuff with my channel, but I also want to keep the legacy aspect of it for my grandkids and my kids. So by doing that, now maybe I haven't run out of ideas because it was about 5 to 6 weeks since I put out my previous video. And then of course my last one, which was the one about the AI being pranked by my coworkers, those 19-year-old kids, saying my car was hit in the parking lot, which I like to share those stories. I think I'll be sharing those stories with other boomers. This is the world we live in, and it's fun to share it with each other. And we'll be doing it at the school group as well as on the channel. And then yeah, what was this? No, I live in Houston. That's the issue. Hey, well, yeah, the issue is Houston. What's it like, Alan, to live in a swamp? I've been to Houston, well, maybe twice. All right, I'm going to share something that people will think I'm either crazy or go, oh, I get why you did that. when I visited my kids a year ago, 2 years ago, they lived in Austin, Texas. A friend I had too there. I went to Houston to go solely to see. Matter of fact, for those of you joining in, there's 11 people here at this moment. Put in the Alan C. There was one thing I wanted to see and do in Houston, Texas, and I'm going to ask the audience to guess what it was. You know, I know you know a little about me. I've never really even shared anything on my channel that might indicate what I did. But Alan, you being living there, and those of you other people think about Houston, I will say this: it's not Space Center related, but think about, guess what I went to go do. I did stop at a Buc-ee's on the way down there from Austin. And I'll say this, it was in the morning. So anyway, Peasant Slayer, keep it up, good stuff. Well, I'm not, I mean, I appreciate that. You know, after my first 100 videos and posts, I realized, you know, I got monetized about 7 months in. It's been, actually, it was a when I first posted about my heart event, that was 7 years ago. The 1 year anniversary of that first video, which you have to go way back on my list, was just a week or two ago. But it was just over a year ago that I got serious and said I'm going to commit to about one a week. And I've done that. And I'm going to get back into it. What the first 100 has taught me is pretty much, I still don't have a direct, absolute idea of where I'm going and what I'm going to do. But I'm getting there, and you'll see it as it develops. Okay, I'm going to get to that. We're getting some comments here. That's good. I go to Thai. Yeah, a couple of times. Matter of fact, I think I just saw some videos. You were there recently, very recently. Yeah, to run when I get back. There you go. Hey, I'd like to talk to you about your recommendation on an international flight. I've done 2 of them. And now I've heard that going through Taiwan, say to the Philippines or whatever, is a very decent way to go. And the airport in was it Taipei or whatever, is a world-class airport. Okay. All right. We've got some good questions coming, but I want to get to this video, but I will in just a minute. But hey, Jack, still working at Home Depot. What can I say, man? I mean, in my little place here, well, it's you know, I don't know, 1,500 square feet. I've got within arm's reach. I'm a walking advertisement for Home Depot. Yes, I am. As I made a video or first of the year that I'm trying to, my goal this year is to leave the depot, move on. Part of the strategy with that will be with the success of my YouTube channel or the death of my YouTube channel. All right. I love the heat, not the hurricanes. Yeah. Yeah. My daughter and son-in-law, and they have 50% of my precious grandchildren. They have 1 son and 2 girls. They just moved to Raleigh, North Carolina area. And so now they're in kind of a hurricane area and high humidity, but I will be visiting them. I don't think there's any place, I guess South Carolina can be pretty humid, but Houston is known for its humidity for sure. And hey, Mike. Yeah, chattees. Mike's a neighbor. Mike, I didn't leave a comment, I don't think, but in your recent video where you talk about how you just kind of got on without a plan, I actually have the best plan I've had since for Alive tonight. But Mike, I totally related to, I thought it was kind of me just being kind of crotchety, losing kind of my motivation. And that is that feeling you express. And I'm going, I'm right. That's me. Sometimes you get, a lot of times you don't want to make plans. You want to determine how you feel that day. And I'm fighting more and more where I just don't want to go out. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to leave the house as often as I once did. I even canceled a get together with my brother today. I wasn't feeling that great. And I just, Yeah, I didn't want to leave it. It's hot here, guys. It's 100. Let me just see here what it is right now. Let's get a weather report here. Um, Mostly, well, all pretty sunny, I guess. It's loading. Okay. Anyway, uh, yeah, just getting in and out. I'm really there. Oh, who's this? Yeah, Rio Retired. Hey, Corey. Hey, Corey. I'm still working on that. I'm actually not working on it. I'm thinking I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna put that questionnaire together for you. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, thanks for coming in, stopping in. Okay, I'll get back to you, Jack. This looks interesting. So what I want to do is I want to play this video, and we're 16 minutes in again, but I want to play this video. Guys, I want you to check this out. I just saw this past week. It's going to give those of you who have YouTube channels tremendous encouragement and hope. It's going to give you why you want to stick with it. I don't care where you're at. And if nobody now is watching your videos, watch this clip I have for you. And if you would, guys, well, I'll just play it. It's 1:20. It's a short. The YouTuber, his name is Patchy, but it's his name is well, I'll have to get it. Glenn, whatever. He came across my radar a year ago, probably, maybe longer, and he's just a real unassuming individual. For those of you who think you don't have great screen presence, I think he proves that you don't need that. He's got super honesty though. And so anyways, let me get you. Now here's the video. The title of his video is How Much YouTube Paid Me for My Most Viral Video. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here. Let's hope it works. Hang with me. I need to get one of those things in the old days, like in the 60s and 70s, where they go technical difficulties. Actually, it's not technical. All right, so here we go. How much YouTube paid me for my most viral video. The guys, this is going to encourage you. It's going to really, it's going to be great. Yeah, there we go. All right, here we go.
This is how much YouTube paid me for my most viral video ever. The video is called I Bought an Abandoned Tiny House, and it shows the renovation journey of an abandoned tiny house that I bought in my village. In the first 40 days after it was uploaded, the video got a whopping 277 views and made $1.
I want to point out here, 4 days. 4 days. That's what this did.
19, so not enough to retire on. Then on the 9th of March 2022, the video began to blow up, and over the course of the rest of the year, it got 13.9 million views and made $64,532. And
screeching to a stop sound.
$64,532.02. YouTube themselves actually commented on the video, so that was a real Dear Diary moment. In 2023, it made just under $13,000. In 2024, it made just over $9,300. In 2025, it made about $8,000. And in 2026, so far, it's made $3,276. So in total, since uploading the video, it's received 21.5 million views and made $98,122.02. If you're on the fence about pursuing any goal, whether that's starting a YouTube channel, applying for the Great British Bake Off, or trying to get onto the FBI's most wanted list, you should just go for it, because you might end up where you want to be. This is how much YouTube paid me.
What a sense of humor. Now, again, I can't remember his name. What do you think of that? Yeah, Good. You guys heard it. So Alan, I guess, yes. Guys, the one video. So here's the thing, guys. For you who have hit retirement like me, didn't turn out like you thought it would, didn't turn out like you planned, and you need some help or you want some help. So what did I do? I'm continuing to work. I work at Home Depot, as you know. YouTube, yes, can be a godsend. And this one video has made him almost $100,000. Now, I'm going to tell you what, for those of us in our years that we're in right now, that would make a tremendous difference, obviously, in the quality of our retirements. And I want to encourage those of you who are like me, or in one of those groups where you're just starting or thinking about doing it. Would it work for you? You'll never know unless you start. Those of you who have started and it's not working, you got to get better. Yeah, and there's a lot of different cool things to do that. But I will tell you this: you don't need $1,000 course how-to. You don't whatever. You just need to be around like-minded people and learn from each other and watch a lot of YouTube of people like I've seen this past week that are they've hit retirement and they decide to start a channel and talk about the things they know, the life they've experienced, and document things for their families. And then let it develop. Your actual niche quite often will not develop for many, many, many videos. And that is so true. You know, I'm into mine and I still don't feel I have my actual niche. A while back, I asked the question, what do you think of when you watch my channel or think of my channel? I got some pretty good feedback on that. But still, it's a little bit too broad for where I'm going. Now, those of you who have it and have not succeeded, I know a lot of you. I'm friends with a lot of you. It's going slow. It's slow go for you. Keep going. Keep sharing, even if it's once a month. Krista, who I dropped in on her live the other day, she's having some serious health challenges, and she's very upset, thinking she's going to have to cut back. But I think she's going to continue with just doing a live when she's able, a live. You know, and just keep that community going. And then those of you that have done it are like me, you've made it, but you haven't made it. I'm not making much money at all right now. As a matter of fact, I'm losing subscribers net over the last 6 months or so. And as I jokingly say, there was a time where after every live, I always lost subscribers. I think it was so bad, people started to unsubscribe during the live. But I'm using the lives now in a more, I'm going to try to commit to every, maybe 3 a month, 4 a month, just to touch base. And I enjoy seeing this. Like it's always great to see people showing up, and it's always good to show up when you can on someone else's live. And you don't have to stay for the whole thing, kind of deal. Lives are just for community, to drop in. As you all see here, a number of you know each other better than you know me. All right, back to I'm going to share before we get off this live here why I went to Houston a couple of years ago. It's actually, I don't believe in bucket list items, but it was a type of bucket list item as I would describe it for me. All right. Now we'll just go into conversation. Look, the topics are wide open, and anything goes. Questions, comments, whatever you'd like. Let's do this. So Jack said, I worked at Home Depot for years, needed healthcare. Yeah, well, that's actually another very good point. I have full benefits now, obviously, and that's something that has to be planned in my budget. That if I leave the company, Medicare now is $200 to $300 a month with a supplement plan. So, I mean, right now I think I'm paying about $100 a month, 120 or 30 on average. It's the worst job I ever had. Oh, wait. Visited some people, worked with, and they were complaining about their new 18-year-old department head. I know. Well, yeah, that happens. You know what? I had my quick comment on that. I had a 21 or 2 year old supervisor, department supervisor, yeah, department head. And you could see they just go, they're all about, they're in the 20-year-old mindset. And I was not on a management track, and I made it very clear I'm not there to go up the chain of whatever. Even though I'm in a semi-supervisory type position right now in the cashier department, the front end, but that's not really whatever management stuff. I've had to point out to them when my value, because they don't honor it nor do they recognize it. And what is that? Well, I've been there 5 years, and it was over 2.5 years before I called out. I have never missed a shift in 5 years, not counting vacation, not counting on I have had to call. I have had to, I think I've used 4 sick days maybe in 5 years. That's the value I bring, and I believe a lot of boomers bring to a company. We show up on time. I've had one occurrence, meaning I get a 7-minute leeway. And to be honest, the only reason I got that is I did a late in and said, do you want to be paid for it? Because if you don't have this, I said, no, I don't want to be paid. I'll just take less pay. I got an occurrence for that because you're required to use your sick time. So anyway, what department, Jack, were you working in? I'm curious. I worked 4 years at the service desk, and then I took this position of a front end manager, head cashier, whatever. And the big thing there is I handle the money, the moolah, at the beginning or end of the day. All right, we'll get to some comments here. Mike says, hi, Real. Oh, yeah, Real. Corey. Great to see you, Phil. Thank you, Nick. Good to see you. Yes. I think I spelled your name right, correct? Yes. Yeah, matter of fact, Mike, I saw your interview. Corey's a smart guy. He's found, I'd like to get more into, and I've got some good ideas about this, but Corey's Real Uncut Retirees is an interview process where we just speak to the camera, and then he tells me he doesn't edit. So that's one of the reasons I'm kind of going slow, Corey, is I'm not good at just I'll give you my answers, but I'm going to give it to where I'm not saying a bunch of, oh, let me fix that. Let me say that again. I remember that original video when it first came out. I loved it. Yeah, Alan, we're talking about Durrett, whatever his name is, Patchy. You can find him there. And he just put that update out about what he's earned. And you can see for 4 days, that video did nothing. I mean, nothing. And then it took off. And it's been performing now since 2022. And it's brought him, that one video alone, $98,000+ in payment. That's phenomenal. And now, of course, if you look at him, he's doing numerous other things. His income per month is over a strong 5 figures. It's opened doors for him, actually. Yeah, Mike says, now take that 1099, pay the taxes, take the remainder, invest in it. Yeah, good point, Mike. Is okay, that's a great discussion. Is should you start bringing in a little bit, as some new YouTubers have once they've gotten monetized. You'll also notice this, people will start putting out videos every other day or every day because they're making maybe $10 to $50 or $100 even every time, but then that's about it. I'm going to go back to a little bit more consistent posting of videos for one reason. Maybe I hit a jackpot on one, but I need to get better at the story. And man, I'm going to talk about what I need to do in the school group. These are some of the topics I'll be sharing with anyone who'd like to join us over there. Share yours, share with each other. It's free at that level. and we'll make it as valuable as possible. But I need to get better. Like in the last video, I threw in that little piece at the beginning. I did the car crash sound and showed the picture of the Maserati. And then I thought, oh, I'll get creative like some of these guys do, and I'll film myself. I start the camera, you know, it's in the car on the dashboard, and I see myself. I come in and I get in the car, and unplanned, the thing falls. The camera does. So I said a little four-letter word, and and I just had fun, and I put it in the beginning. And an advisement, the YouTube actually AI said, you know what? That causes more people to drop off, and you'd be better off just getting rid of it. Well, what I should have done is just put that as a blooper at the end. So I should have gone to the screeching thing, hit my car, and gotten right into what I was saying about my car getting hit, the prank that was played on me. Okay. Um, and so these are just little things that not only does the story flow better and quicker and more concise, but it keeps people watching. And that's this. There's two top things I think they're of equal importance. Number one, do people click on your video? That's about the picture, and that's about the title and the words you have in the thumbnail. It catches their attention, they click. Now, how fast do they jump off? And that's why they're saying immediately go into your story. I know a lot of you, and I know this was advised, talk about you introduce yourselves. And my feeling on that is you don't need to know who I am. If you want to know who is this guy, you'll watch more about me. Somebody made a comment on the last video about this Maserati thing must be kind of an insider's joke. Bingo. If you want to hear about that, let me just say this. I have a whole video on it after my viral video about working at Home Depot. I got a lot of hate that I must be working at Home Depot at my age because I was bad with money. And then I got a lot of the haters said, look at the car he's driving. And you just saw the inside. Oh, the sunroof, the leather, man, that thing is he blew his retire. You know, he just, how can he afford that if he works at Home Depot? Well, as you all know what it is. So I did a video. It's about, I blew my retirement on a $150,000 Maserati. Go watch that video. I won't spoil it for you guys. Personally, it's one of my opinion. It's not by the opinion of the viewers. It's one of my favorite video, and I had the most fun making that one. But yeah, Mike, what do you do? What do you do with that money? I know if I've been making that, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for me. I'm going to continue to live at or where I'm living now at as far as financially. I'll still live in this mobile, or I might go live closer to my kids, or I might retire in an area where it's even cheaper than here. But I'm going to live below my means. I will not be buying anything new and expensive. I won't be buying a lot. The less I buy, the happier I feel. It's so true. If you're receiving Social Security, though, before, okay, summer, yes, then a lot of YouTube income can mess that. Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, you're going to get taxed on it. As a matter of fact, you may not even, for right now, it's around $23,000. Full retirement age, FRA, is now at around 67, I think it is. And they're talking about raising it. If you take your Social Security before FRA, full retirement age, and you make over $23,000 a year, for every $2 you make over $23,000, they're going to take back the Social Security they're giving you $1. So for every two. So in other words, if you made $10,000 over 23,000, they're going to take back 5,000 on that Social Security payment. And the way I understand it is they're not going to say write us a check. They're just going, when you reach full retirement age, they're going to then they're going to take it out of those payments until it's paid back. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to finish reading the comment. They'll reduce your Social Security and you may end up paying more for. Yeah. Well, IRMAA I don't know what IRMMA is, but you all probably do. Oh, I'm getting my first YouTube check for about 2. Yeah, congrats, man. Is talking about that video worthy? Well, yeah, I think so, Alan. I believe I've had at least one. Hmm. Alan, I think it's of great interest. I watch all those videos, and if you watch also, it becomes most quite often the creators one of their most watched videos, especially early on, and maybe their most watched video. And then others, it doesn't do anything. So this is the big mystery of YouTube. I look at people that are so good, in my opinion, like Life with Tracy with an I. What Tracy? I'm sorry. You know, Tracy, I think you should simplify the name of your channel. Tracy has this channel. It is she is talented, and she doesn't even know it. And she's also a documenter. She's just really good. She hasn't caught on yet. I believe she will. And Tracy, if you end up catching this, you need to watch this video. Or she is a member of the school group. She doesn't get over there. I mean, here's what I found out about the school group. And Alan, this is what I decided. Because what happens is once you get such attention, and if that video takes off, then what do you naturally want to do? Make more videos like that. And then you become a channel about the YouTube creator. And I think there's a place for that for a lot of us. I'm trying to really focus on a developing idea, which isn't there yet on my channel. And it's not related to how to do YouTube or how I'm doing it or what I'm failing. I'm going to do that. I decided. I get all these questions though in the comments, and you will too. Hey, how did is it worth it? How did you do it? What's the secret? And you'll get all. So I'm taking all of those, and rather than comment, I do reply to a lot of those comments, or I did. But the problem is you just can't reply to something like that in 1 or 2 sentences. And I would rather them come and then when you do, they're not even notified a lot of times that I reply, that they gotta reply. Because once the comments become threaded, you might get an alert on the first one. If you heart something, you go, oh, so and so liked your comment, so and so replied to your comment. But then then if you reply back, I don't hear that you replied back. If I reply back to you, you don't know that I've replied back. So it is not set up for a conversation, but a place like school, I have to say SKOOL is, and I really like it. And for those that want to build community there, they pay a minimum $9 a month. But everyone else that would like to be a part of it, you just have to. I think they encourage you to download their app, which I agree because it's real easy then to access. And then you just come in and you can be a participant. You can bring your ideas. You can't pitch a product. I'm going to address that too. I'm going to start posting these little Loom videos in my school group, 3 to 5 minutes, and address questions that I get in a video there. So they're more, it's just going to be more interactive. So yeah, Alan, I would do it. If I ever have a real big time viral, I will do it. I don't think I've ever given a full accounting for what I've made. I will say right now, last I checked, I think it's 15 to 1600 total. The last 2 months, I haven't even qualified for the payout. And for those of you who know, that means I didn't even make $100 from all of my videos. So not even $100. It's accumulating. Once it hits 100, they'll transfer the money into my account. But again, I haven't put out many videos in the last month. And what most people do is they double down. They start putting out videos every day, and they start talking about I like the idea of sharing a lot in life, but I think I agree with some advisement from a couple different people that I've gotten that you can make it all about you, but then that's hard to keep going. Talking about YouTube is hard to keep going. I mean, it's just really, and then it's always changing. So what you're talking about how to do YouTube, like these guys are doing this today, or when they did it 6 months ago, it's already changed potentially. So anyway, guys, oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't think I had any more comments. Worked garden, electrical, and Met. Oh man, I was thinking about going to Met, but they put you on a timer. I don't want to be doing that. I have so many horror stories. You know, hey, I'll tell you what. Ooh, I was just thinking we should do a video about the reality of working. Actually, there is a creator. Man, he's got a good channel too, and I've lost track. I don't know if he's posting. You know, the algorithm. Just because you subscribe to a channel doesn't mean they show you when they post. He worked at Lowe's. He walked out, I think, in the first week. He was in garden. He was out there by himself, which is very common. And you may have had this happen where you're just, even electrical can be a massive headache, because unless you're a licensed electrician, if you are, you're not supposed to give advisement, because you're talking about a homeowner. Reminds me of the transmission video. I'll fix your transmission. You got some guy you're gonna now go over there and connect the green with the red. Don't touch the white or whatever. And they go, oh yeah, he said put the white with this, and they electrocute themselves. So yeah, for old people, Home Depot, there's no path to higher positions. Yeah, and to be honest, let's be honest, if you're in your 60s, I tell you what, you don't want a career path there. Now, 20 or 30 years ago, it was an entirely different company, and from everything I hear, it did provide paths of second career opportunities. Maybe department head, but that is it. My department heads are pretty stressed out usually. I can tell you that. Anyways, that guy who has his channel, I'll have to look it up, because he's good. He even commented on one of my deals, and then I saw his Lowe's video, and he just walked out middle of the shift. Said enough of this. This is ridiculous. He had people getting on his case and demanding, people calling this and that and getting this down, and it gets that way. And he walked out. He went in the office and said, "You guys can have it." And he was also a very successful businessman that COVID closed his business. So this was kind of a transition job for him, but it was a good video. You guys could probably find it by looking up Boomer quits Lowe's, walks out of Lowe's. All you can do is try it. Oh, see, this is the problem with this. It's the problem with this conversation. Try what, Corey? All you can do is try it. Oh, probably doing the questions. Oh, trust me. When I get it to you, it'll be good, or good enough for me. Good evening, Phil Sage. Hey. I hope your Maserati AI video goes viral. So glad you are. Yeah, look, I have great mobility. Didn't hurt me a bit. That's the wonder, the benefit of a crash, an AI crash. Again, for those of you who want to know about this Maserati insider scoop, go back and watch the video where I say I blew my retirement on this Maserati, and there's a picture of a Maserati in the I'm and I'll let you know another little secret. The car right next to it, you see about half of it, that's my car. So I'm being told, it wasn't clickbait. Well, it was a little bit. 24,480, guys, is the full retirement age. So if you want to claim your Social Security before 67, and again, that could change and probably will. If you make more than that amount right there, they're going to keep 50 cents of every dollar you make over that amount. And I did take it just a few months before hitting the FRA, full retirement age. Didn't hurt me. Matter of fact, the final year, because I went into the Social Security office, which I don't think you can do anymore, they said you could actually earn up to 50-some thousand that qualifying year if you're in it without penalty. You have to do what you need to do to support yourself. I agree. People have no right. Right on, Mike. Have no right to judge you for it. You have to take care of yourself and your needs. Kudos to you for doing that. Yeah, if you're talking about, talking this when to take retirement or Social Security or retirement, but Social Security in particular, is you can open yourself up to a lot of scorn, and that people are kind of, it is what it is, man. And that's what I keep telling people. You know, Mike, you mentioned, and Kevin Colby mentioned this in his most recent video. Was it Kevin? Oh man, can't remember. But it's the biggest thing to do before retirement. If you're in your 40s or 50s, the number one thing you can do above all else is get out of debt. Stay out of debt. It ain't worth it. I don't care what kind of vehicle you'd want to drive. Drive a drive a drive a drive a Maserati like mine. It's 25 years old. It has fake Toyota stickers on it, but it's low miles. I did buy it from the original owner. Okay, DN. Medicare. If you make more than a certain amount, your Medicare premiums increase. Oh my gosh. Well, I won't be, luckily I work for a company that qualifies or keeps me from having to take Medicare at this time. Because when you turn 65, everybody gets the Part A. But if you aren't insured, you have like that 90-day or something, 30-day, don't quote me on that, grace period to enroll. And you have to make a decision then if you want Part B and C, D, or a supplement. And if you skip that, they can actually deny you or penalize you later. But again, all I know is that, and that's I would defer, and I will, to more of an expert on that. Oh, that's Irma, which is, jumping in there, D. Oh, okay. Okay, well, again, all things for each individual to take responsibility for themselves. When you get to there's lots of help out there. A lot of the insurance companies, they compete for your Medicare enrollment. I'm not sure what the back end on that is, but they must make money somewhere. Yes, thriving in retirement. D, I have found YouTube to be a creative outlet, but I haven't been consistent. I don't know. Did I know you had a channel? That's cool. My daughter has a successful channel. Oh yeah, and now we're just doing one together and having fun. That's fantastic. And I'm going to tell you, like I firmly believe, the videos we make now, keep in mind, the true value in them will be for the future. If you have a family, it'll be for your kids or for their kids, your grandkids. It's going to be really cool. I have a video from my daughter-in-law filming. Actually, my daughter and son-in-law have done this too. They filmed them watching me, and they're laughing. They have no idea what I'm talking about. They don't care. But they're really centered in on me. It's really kind of cool. But the most powerful thing, guys, on all this is the preservation of your mannerisms, but your voice is number one. Yeah, Corey says, run your numbers and retire when you can afford to support your desired lifestyle. Absolutely. Otherwise, keep working. It's healthy for you. You might want to just keep working anyway. That's, I had to, and I don't regret it. It was no big deal. And when 67 came up, though, I can tell you this, and there's a lot of mathematicians out there that run the numbers for you. And in my case, it made absolutely no sense, although it does for some, to wait till 70. But I'm going to tell you the weakest one is you don't know how long you're going to live. You live to be 80, 90. That difference, few $100s a month, could really help you survive when you're 85, 90. And see, I have a history that what do they call it? The actuary tables of my lifespan is against me right now. Based on my history, it'd be very unlikely I'm going to see 90. It's actually against maybe even the average of 70, whatever, with the heart thing I had. But as long as I take care of myself and stay off the sugar and the candy bars I've been eating lately, I got a chance. My goal is to stay as mentally and physically capable so I can continue to do things in this brave new world that allow us to earn money like never before. Our parents didn't have the opportunities we have on with YouTube. William, yeah, I'm waiting until 70. I know you are. You mentioned this because I don't need and I'm 69 and in debt. Yeah. So William, that makes let's see, you're 69. See, you should check into this because you're in that qualify, or when you get into the calendar year that you're turning 70, I'm not sure there's a huge difference between if you took, let's say I don't know, like I turned 67 in September. So that year, I applied for it in January and got it in February. Or no, I take that back. My full retirement age was 66 and 8, which was April. So I applied to get it in January. So I started it in February before my retirement age, and just to start and take that extra and put it towards your debt. Here I am. Hey, listen, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do stay at Holiday Inn Expresses on occasion. Just want to get that out there. Mike says that earning limit is only if you receive a W-2 for wages. Well, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't know, Mike. 1099. I think a 1099 would count toward that amount because you have to report it as income. I get royalties on a 1099. And I don't think it's considered wages, but it's been a while since I talked to my tax guy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But Mike, you're at full retirement age. You're past full retirement age. Hello, Mike. You're not as young as you think you are. Part-time at FedEx exceeds the max. I believe it. The max you can make if taking early retirement. I failed at another retirement strategy. Well, you know what you do though, and this is what I did. Get a hobby, get a plan, start working it that you could do, whether you could write a newsletter, you could do a YouTube channel. You know, YouTube channel is probably just as easy as anything these days with the technology the way it is. By the way, I'm gonna give a okay, this is a little, what do you call these things, cookies or something? For those of you who are here, I'm going to show you a gadget I bought actually at Christmas. I've not even used it because of the price. I couldn't say no to it, and everyone was talking about it for bloggers. Now I went cheap. I got the extra Muse. It's a DJI knockoff, and the rumor is I've had it for 3 months, 4 months, whatever. Haven't even taken it out of the case. Stay tuned. Alan, you had me really interested in, if you're still here, if not, another time I'll share this with you. You're the one that had that, whatever you use, and how you would put it up on like a telephone pole or something, or magnetize it to the fence. That was cool stuff for being out there to vlog. Just so much better even than the phone, which is my favorite. It's my understanding 1099 is considered income. I agree, Summer, because even though it's a 1099 is it's when you're not on a whatever it is, but yeah, it's an income you have to report. So yeah, I'm 70 but now retired at 62. Yeah, that's right, you retired at 62. Yeah, Mike, I wouldn't even worry about it. Keep doing life, man. Keep doing you. I've been retired since 55. Debbie, you couldn't have retired in 1955. Okay, and now 74. Doesn't seem possible. Lots of changes since then. Yeah, it is. But hey, you're doing all right. You're doing all right. What's up, Boomer? Miss Independent. Hey, Miss Independent. Where are you from? I've not seen you here before. Who let Miss Independent in? I'm glad you're here. I'm always curious about how did you just see the live? Did you get I don't know, you might have got a notice. I don't know. If you're a subscriber, you would have. But great to see you. Thanks for a comment. The difference between 69 and 70 benefit for me is, oh, I agree with you. Hang in there. Stay with it. But it changes every single month. So I literally applied about four months prior to the actual FRA for me, and it was going to make about $20 some difference. So each month you get closer to 70, it reduces the amount, the difference. Let's put it that way. Just keep an eye on it, William. You're doing good, man. You're doing good, and I don't think either way you're going to be in a. I don't think either way it's going to be like life changing for you. I mean, to take it early. I don't see a great need. I started getting royalties at 65 from my on-demand video. Oh yeah, Mike's an old schooler. He's kind of he's not new to the game with online teaching and making an income online. It is income, but if it's marked as royalties, oh, okay, but I don't remember the details, so I'll shut up now. Don't make me mute you, Mike. I don't want you getting in trouble. You never know who's watching these lives. First, I actually watch, but you never see me. Oh, well, yeah, I don't see who, there's 20 people in here. Some, and there are always some dropping off, others entering. I don't see who's in here unless you comment. So thank you for commenting. I saw you on the first video. Oh, yeah. And then I saw, oh, fantastic. I appreciate that. Appreciate it a lot. You're part of my people then, because people that came in there are, those are the OGs. Yeah, Alan, the DJI Nano can do that. Also, you can buy an accessory for your DJI Pocket knockoff. Yeah. That will allow you to place it on metal. Oh yeah, I might like to do that because now if I get out of the valley of the sun, I might do some outdoor vlogging or storytelling. But right now it's 100. It was supposed to get to 100. It's 101 right now, and it's 6 o'clock here. It's supposed to get as high as 107 today, similar tomorrow. It's just too warm. And matter of fact, in my last video where I made it in the car, I purposely wanted to do it in the car because I knew within 2 days after that we were hitting, the temps were going up. It was in the 70s that day, and it was getting a little warm by the end of it. Yeah, DJI Nano, DJI Pocket knockoff. Yeah. I mean, it's everybody's raves about the DJI products, and this extra muse supposedly was maybe to avoid the tariffs. That's the rumor, right? And the company produces it either in Canada or in the northwest part of the United States, and everything is. I've seen comparison videos. Good enough for me, man. I saw you at 27 subscribers. Really? No, you just being sarcastic. That's something I would say. 27, huh? I might do a video about the day it went viral, because that is, to me, kind of interesting, and make a story out of it. Because, guys, I kind of failed at this, but at least I had the premise of a story behind the being pranked with the AI shot of my car being totaled. The whole point of that video, which most people are dropping off before I get to that point, and that is this: we live handling AI today, understanding that you can't believe everything you see and hear today, and it's concerning because that applies to everything. That includes news reporting. We've already seen a lot of that. Who are you going to believe, man? I kind of like Grok for that, because you can ask Grok, what's the story behind this? And it pretty much will give you a neutral, straight answer of, say, what this picture really is about, if the picture is AI, etc. So there's that kind of stuff going on, which is good. But anyway, there was also, though, the main point of my last video was what happens when an interrupter, something kind of, what's the word, bad happens in your life financially when you're retired on a fixed income or unlimited income. How are you going to afford it? For those people that have some assets, even the smaller assets, like maybe they got 500,000 and they own a home and the roof needs repaired, or their air conditioner goes out. These are $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 expenses. That's a hit. Even if you had a whatever, you can't take too many of those. So what are you going to do? And for my case, what happens if my old Maserati gets knocked out of commission? How am I going to replace that car? Yeah, I mean, I lucked out on that car. I only paid $3,500 for it, if I remember right. And what can I get right now for about, $3,000? And that's going to put a dent in my savings. I know some of you guys walk around with that in your back pocket, but not the boomer here. I'm for our retirement age is 67. Yep, that's right. Yeah. So, and let me tell you this: that gap of time right there, 18 years. less than 18 years, prepare. Get yourself ready now. A hobby that makes money is a good idea. Current hobby includes dogs and cats, and payments are kitty cuddles and puppy dog kisses. Tax-free, of course. Careful, you never know when the government might be coming after those, Sage. I just found, I just found a hobby. All of a sudden, what was it? I got excited about it, but for another time. Maybe we could do a live. Let's do a live in the future about hobbies in retirement that could help us make money. Oh, I'll tell you what it was, bird cages made out of fence post pickets. I ran across it on this true story 3 weeks ago. Ran across it on YouTube, and this guy making unbelievable money making bird cages. And lo and behold, the morning I watched that video, I was closing at work, and here comes this 80-year-old gentleman with fence post pickets from our whatever. And I looked at him, and I looked at the fence post pickets. I said, "Do you build bird cages?" I did. And he looked at me like I'm a seer. He said, "Yeah, these are for the," I do. He says, "I build them for people. I've sold many of them here to your people that work with you." And I said, "Do you ship?" He goes, No. I just do it locally." And wow, it's his little side income he does. He's a woodworker, and he builds these simple bird. You check it out, guys. Check out making bird cages out of one 6-foot picket can build the whole bird cage. And then there was a couple other ways to do it. Very interesting. And they're selling them for 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks, either on Etsy or, whatever. You could do a simple little Shopify shop if you really want to go big time, sell them for 40, 50 bucks. I think the cost of it is your time and probably less than $8 in the materials. Retirement cash flow is my other school community. Oh, wait a second. Nick, is it Nick? Yeah, man. Yeah, yes, I think I know now. No conference. I'm not sure where all this is leading, but I think you might be, is it Nick? Confirmed no conference. I've actually checked out your school info. You get 1/3 of what I had to pay to fix my tooth. Oh, you get 1/3 of what I had to pay to fix my 2009 Lexus. Well, that's cool. Well, let me tell you this, William. You know the Toyota Avalon, yes, is basically the Lexus knockoff. Or is it the Camry? Camry is the knockoff for the Lexus. It better be a true story. Oh, come on, Alan. What's the true story? I'll think of it. I'll catch up here. For some reason, your video keeps buffering oh no, it's too much to deal with. Sorry, I'm out. Better luck next time. Okay. Now, is anyone else having buffering problems? Because that could also be on your end. I don't know. It could be on my end. It's my Wi-Fi. I'm using the M4, so it's got good processor, but it might be my T-Mobile Wi-Fi. I made habitats for birds. Oh, that go inside the cage. I train dogs and do hair for money. Yeah, man. And you know what's cool about that is you could do that, any of those things, for into your retirement years. Very cool. Oh, yeah. You said this is a true story. Okay. Yeah, it better be a true story. Yeah. Well, okay, that's funny because a phrase I really don't like. I've thought about putting a list together. Things that bother me, pet peeves of mine, is the "let me be honest with you." Is that what everybody always says? Charles Barkley is known to say that all the time. I'm going to be honest with you. What kind of waste of words and time and energy is that? I'm going to be honest with you. As soon as someone says that, I'm losing my there. As soon as someone says that, I immediately think, so you haven't been being honest with me as long as I've known you, or what? Okay, good. Good to know. Good, 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 good. Yeah, sorry, Nick. It might have been, it can be on either end, or it could be on both, which would be nightmarish. Yeah. Yes, it was, but it has stopped. Oh, you talking about the knockoff? And I think it was really only I had a Lexus, a used, very used Lexus. It was one of my favorite cars. Um, I've owned it. It was very used, but it was still a great car. Uh, and it's a chassis, and it was a Lexus 300. I think it was a 300, so it's kind of a sedan, or it was a. I think I had a 330. I think that's what it was. Yeah, 1997, 8 or 9 Lexus. It was the late 1990s. Great cars, loved it. All right. Well, guys, we've been at just over an hour, and I've enjoyed the conversation. We don't have any other comments coming. Um, Hey, great to see some of you for the first time. Um, I probably, as a matter of fact, Alan, I think I have made a comment or two in the past on your channel. I try to now and then. I'm a big time lurker, but I will say, I mean, nobody here, but at this time, no one's going to watch an hour worth of a live. Here's one of my strategies, though, for lives, for those of you who are doing YouTube or whatever, is, and I have yet to do this out of pure laziness, is I've got to get copies of all my lives and then make videos, because I don't know if it works. I think if you've done a live, you've experienced, it'll get a few hundred views, whereas a video could easily get a few thousand. I've never had a live get more than, a handful of people on it, but then maybe 3, 4, 5, 600 will end up watching it. Whereas a video that takes even just a little gets a little traction will be a few thousand. It seems like lives don't traction out, so to speak. They don't catch on. They don't go viral. So I'm thinking of taking these lives and putting them in, making a video. I've thought about doing a top, kind of like these guys do a top, the top scenes or the top comments of the live, whether it be like the last 3 or 4 or whatever, and make it kind of put them all together. I don't know. Been drinking some mushroom coffee tonight. All right, guys, time to go. 6 o'clock here in Arizona. It's getting late there for you East Coasters, and appreciate y'all stopping by. I'm going to do something different here. See you over at school, or see you in the comment section of videos. And if you'd like, shoot me an email. It's on my about page at YouTube, and let me know if you have a channel. I'll come over and connect with you there. All right, guys. Catch you later.